Welcome, I'm John Terrell, Aviation Maintenance Instructor. In this video, you'll learn why precision measurement is important in aviation and how we accomplish it. All aspects of aviation require some degree of preciseness or precision. In aviation maintenance, precision measurement is a critical task performed by the aviation maintenance technician, or AMT. We measure to ensure that parts conform to their design specifications and to ensure that in-service parts do not become worn beyond their limits required for safe and reliable operation. The required amount of precision depends on the parts and task at hand. So what is precision? AMTs measure with various instruments including tape measures, engineer scales, vernier calipers, and micrometers, each of which offers a different degree of precision. The required preciseness can vary between tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and even 10,000ths of an inch. For reference, a human hair is approximately 3,000ths of an inch. While not technically a precision measuring instrument, the common tape measure may be used for some gross measurements of an aircraft, such as wingspan. The tape measure is usually calibrated to the nearest 16th of an inch, which is about the width of 21 human hairs. The nearest 1/16th of an inch is precise enough for general measurements of the airframe. In this case, the wingspan of the aircraft is 36 feet. Similar to, but more accurate than a ruler, is the engineer scale, which is calibrated to the nearest hundredths of an inch. The nearest hundredths of an inch, or 2 decimal places, is precise enough for general measurements of the airframe. In this case, the remaining brake lining measures 25 hundredths of an inch. If the allowable remaining thickness is less than 25 hundredths of an inch, the brake pad must be replaced. More accurate still is the vernier caliper, which can measure outside dimensions, inside dimensions, and depth, which is calibrated to the nearest thousandths of an inch, or 3 decimal places. The nearest thousandths of an inch is precise enough for many engine parts and other mechanical components. In this case, the wear of an engine part, such as the accessory drive gear, is specified in thousandths of an inch. Again, if the measured part dimension is smaller than the minimum specification, the part can no longer be used and must be replaced. 1/10,000ths of an inch, or 4 decimal places, is generally the maximum precision the AMT must measure, and this very precise measurement is made with one of the many forms of micrometer. The most common of these is the OD, or outside diameter micrometer. Next, we will measure a piston. The wear on an engine part, such as this piston, is specified in 10,000ths of an inch. If the measured part dimension is smaller than the minimum specification, the part can no longer be used and must be replaced. Note that we also measure the piston diameter in more than one direction to determine its roundness. Precision measurement is an extremely important task in keeping aircraft safe and reliable throughout its lifespan. The job, environment, and criticality of each part determines the standard of precision it must be measured to, and the AMT must be proficient with all precision measurement instruments and processes. Thank you for joining me to learn about precision measurement in aviation. Look for our other videos on aircraft maintenance.